you would never amount to anything. So what I wanted to do was to prove to him that I would amount to something. So what did I do? I started to struggle to do different things. At one time, my friends and I were arrested and we had stolen. The pastor mentioned earlier, people who try to get things the other way around. And that's where I began. But see, I had read a lot of crime novels. When we were arrested and tortured, I said I didn't do it. And with a name like Innocent and the kind of face I had, you can get away with a lot of things. After several torture, I was let go, but they didn't know I was the brain behind that group. I was let go. One woman showed up amongst all of those kids who were arrested. It was my mother. She always showed up to bring food, and I said to myself, I cried. She cried. She said, my son, what did you want that I didn't give you? You see, I couldn't tell her that, Mom, when it's Christmas time and we want to take alcohol, you won't give me money for that. At that time, there were some blue Luna jeans you could get and some kinds of clothes that my parents couldn't afford me. Do you know one of my biggest torture growing up as a kid? It was having to have Mom buying that once a year Christmas clothes, and she's dragging you to take you to that Babaji tailor who sews that up and down thing, while passing all of those shiny things sold by the Igbo man Chukwemeka, and you're seeing your friend and their mom and their dad buying, and they're dragging you to go over to the other side. It was torture, it was shame, it was pain. I don't know if somebody comes from that kind of story. There is hope for you. When eventually believed that I told my father God, I didn't know until I got into what I'm doing today. I didn't know. I'll tell you about that when I try to finish. But what I want to say to you today is becoming the man I had become, the criminal, the locked up boy, the frustrated kid, the one who had read all of those crime novels, the one who had picked up a mind that was really not godly. I stumbled on a man that God sent my way. His name was Inalibu Omar. He was a pastor. I was running away from God for years. I believed that God was looking for me to punish me. That God was looking for me to deal with me. And when I found that man called Pastor Ian, he used to pastor a church, he's late now, All Family Worship Center. He preached a sermon in 1995 titled Every Child a Priceless Original. I will never forget. And it was the story of the prodigal son. And it wasn't so much of the one who spent his life in debauchery and returned. It was so much about his father, who saw him from afar off, giving me the revelation that God was always looking out for me while I was running away from him, thinking he was looking for me to punish me. And the one saw this, the father saw the son from afar off, and he ran towards him. I broke down that day because I thought that I needed to fix my life and live a good life that I couldn't live properly, doing decent things, working hard, live a normal life. And when I'm 72, 85, I'll put myself together and give my life to Christ. Because see, as a young man, I knew I couldn't die by accident because I had calculated how I would escape the accidents. I've known everything of an escape. But it didn't happen that way. That day I willingly ran to the altar, gave my life to Christ. And I don't talk so much about my Christian world. For many reasons, I grew up in northern Nigeria. If you know the persecution that's happening to the church, but I realized that in my work I function more, not as a church kid anymore, but as someone who is light to a shining darkness, salt of the earth. You are the light of the world, not of the church. You're the salt of the earth, not of the building. Something happened to me. I wanted to prove my father wrong. I'd like to have these three young men come quickly to show you, make a small demonstration. So, this man is my father. This man is me. And this man is my younger brother. So this is my father. Because the internet is power for me that you're going to raise this young innocent man. And he comes to me, you know what you do? You hold the touch, and then you try to harass him again. You hold the touch, and sometimes it's worse than I've ever been poisonous. But he comes to harass him, and he keeps dodging. He keeps dodging. He keeps dodging. Okay, he will not just laugh. He keeps dodging. He keeps dodging. He keeps dodging. The problem is that this young man becomes a man, and he has perfected the act of dodging. So that even when he meets another man that just wants to have a conversation with him, he dodges because he thinks encounter with authority figures, fathers, or anyone who comes to add value to him is going to hurt him. He dodges. To dodge means to survive this man. It means to survive this man. Survival makes him to begin to dodge. To dodge, for some people here, would mean you run away from authority. You don't want to have anything to do with authority. You hate Nigeria, you hate leadership, you hate pastors, you hate anything that has to do with those people in the front. You hate them, and that was me. You are surviving. To survive for somebody to dodge, consistently dodging, is for him to ensure that he will make money to prove that he isn't a failure. No matter what, he will work so hard. He will lose sleep. He will lose rest. He will work so hard that you will not believe